So I know something that you teach and that you've done is seller, or I guess creative finance kind of in general, subject to, you mentioned some other, ways to do it. Let's dive into that. Overall,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
is
yeah.
creative finance and how can someone that doesn't have 100 grand sitting in their, savings account ready to buy a house actually get into real estate?
So, one of the things for people that really have no money, wholesaling is a good place to start because all you have to do is get the homeowner under contract and then you can sell it to a rehab or a landlord and you can make an assignment fee. And that does not require any money. When I went door knocking last summer with my daughters, the first deal we found a guy had a gob of equity. Their sale date was in like 5 days. I gave him a $10 deposit. I filled out the sales contract, set the closing. We closed in 14 days. And Ayla and Felicia were like, "You're the queen. We just made $37,000. You gave a $10 deposit." I'm like, "That's all I need is $10 and a little bit of know how." So that's never an excuse. But now, if you want to get into things like, say, a subject to, for example. So for people that don't know, let's just say, Jesse, I find you, you're in foreclosure, and I'm like, hey, I want to work with you, and I'll take your house over. I'll take over your payments. So you move out. Your name is still on the mortgage. You're going to deed the house over to me, and I'm going to start making the payments. So now I can either live in it, I can take over the payments and turn it into a rental. I can offer it as a owner financing to another person that would like to buy a house that can't quite go through a bank. I could turn it into a growth house. Like I'm taking over the house. So I'm the homeowners deed the house to me. They're on the mortgage, and we make an agreement that in 5 to 7 years, I will refinance the house and get their name off. So during that 5 to 7 years, they've missed all these payments. Now I'm making all the payments on time. So as I'm doing that, it's reestablishing their credit. I'm taking over their payments. So now I don't have to have a bunch of money down. I'm just making the next payment on the property. So I'm taking it over. And then I have options of what I want to do with it. And so my favorite thing is I do what's called owner financing. So I would run an ad on Craigslist or put out some signs, like those little yellow signs that would say owner financing, no credit, no problem. Someone will call me up and say, "Hey, I see your house." I was like, "Oh, that house over there, it requires a $25,000 down payment." And then I would structure a mortgage. So this person comes to me. I'm going to structure a mortgage. They're going to give me $25,000 down, let's say. I'm going to use that money to make up any back payments that might have been owed because the person I met was behind on payments. And I'm going to give them a mortgage. This is an owner financing. I'm going to owner finance it to them. So that makes me the bank. So I'm not the landlord. It's not a lease with the option. I'm a bank. So I find it from you. You deed it to me. I find a Mary over here and they buy it from me. So in essence, there's the original first mortgage, and I create another first mortgage. So one is called a wraparound. So one like wraps around the other one. So in essence, you have like two first mortgages against the house. One that the owner had when I met them. They deed the house to me. I make up the back payments, and then I sell it to somebody. They pay me. I pay the bank. They pay me. I pay the bank. I'm a bank in between. So this guy's credit's getting better. This person's credit is also getting better. And I give them like 5 years. You need to refinance it and get your own name on the mortgage, on a bank mortgage, so I can get my original homeowner off of the mortgage. And in between, I'm the bank of Dwan, making money every month with none of the responsibilities of being a landlord. So that's a subject to. Now, other people will take over someone's payments and have them deed the house. Same thing as subject to, but they'll use it for a rental. Maybe I just rent it out and it becomes part of my portfolio. Then at some point, I have to refinance the original homeowner's name off of the mortgage and release some of the responsibility. I might take it, the homeowner deeds it to me. And again, they're deeding it to me, their name's on the mortgage. So you have the mortgage and the deed. Every house has two sides. The deed is who owns it, but the mortgage is who's responsible for the payment. So now the homeowner, and they're like, well, why would they stay on the mortgage? Well, they're losing their house, they're in trouble. I promised them and sign all kinds of documents that I won't miss any payments. and I'll take their name off in the next 5 to 7 years. And in the meantime, they're reestablishing credit and they're gone. I never talk to them. They're out of the picture. I start making the payments to the bank, and then I might sell it like a lease with an option to buy. Someone gives me $5,000 down. They're going to live in it. They have the option to buy it. I could do that. I can offer it. Like I said, I like owner financing. I find a family that maybe they had a foreclosure or a sickness or a job loss or something in the last couple years, and the bank won't lend them any money. But they're clearly they had credit. They had a blip, and now they have credit. But the bank holds it against you for like 200 years, and they want to own a house again. I was like, hey, if you've got $25,000 down, you can own this house. So I structure a new mortgage that's a little higher interest. This payment's higher than this payment. I keep the money in between, and I become the bank by wrapping. It's called a wrap. I'm wrapping the mortgage around, and one mortgage around the other mortgage. So two mortgages, but two full price mortgages. And so we do those, and I do a lot. We've done like 350 of those.
Dang. And
I like those a lot.
obviously, this is something that became really popular in the last few years with the interest rates going up. Were you doing this before, or did you start doing it as well when the interest rates started rising?
Oh, I've been doing it for, gosh, I don't know. I probably did my first one like maybe 20
Yeah.
years ago.
So, guys, this isn't
We do them
new.
all the
This
time.
isn't new. People act like this is new.
It's not
Yeah.
new. It's not new. People are like, oh, people call it new things. You'll see. Someone will come out on the internet with some ad and they have some term. And they're trying to make up some new term. And then I read it and it's like, subject to. Seriously? Like, call it what it is. Break it. Subject to. But subject twos have been around since forever. I mean, even when you're renting from someone, you're still paying them and they're still maybe paying the bank. I just have an extra step because I have a homeowner in distress that I help them out of their trouble, which is good for them. It's good for me. It's good for the bank because they're getting their money. And I'm helping someone over here that had trouble and now can actually buy a house. The bank just won't work with them yet. But as a the person that gave them the mortgage, every month I can put it on their credit. They made a mortgage payment to me. So their credit will be fine so that they can refinance, which refinancing is easier than buying new. They can refinance in a couple of years. I make more money from whatever mortgage A versus mortgage B. I make that money. I make money every month. I made money on the down payment. And this person gets their credit fixed and they're off doing something else. So I love subject twos. They're fun, they're creative, and you don't need any money for those either. If this person is $10,000 behind on payments, I find someone over here to give me 25,000 down. Make up their back payments, pocket 15 grand, and now I'm a bank. I like that because I'm a bank. So it's like I don't have to fix stuff. And people go, oh, why would you do that? Just lease option. I'm like, no, because of a lease option, I got to fix things. There's a problem, they call me. It's like, I don't want to do that. I just want to over there. Like, you just send me money to the bank of Dwan. I'll send money to this bank. Everybody's winning. So I really like those. And I can use this money to pay these back payments. That's another way to do real estate with no money at all, like zero, zero, zero out of your pocket. You just have to learn how to structure deals like that, which is where mentoring comes in because you can't have some newbie out there trying to structure a deal like that because you've got deeds and titles and mortgages and paperwork and everything's got to be papered properly or somewhere the deal's going to fall apart somewhere in the mix. So that's another thing where it's like you can be brand new, fresh out of the gate. Your first deal can be a subject to. Just need someone to help you structure it so that it's right.